Welcome to Capital Link's Trending News series. In this episode today, we speak with Mr. Pankaj Khanna, the Chief Executive Officer of Heidmar Maritime Holdings, about the company's recent developments, second quarter performance, and strategic priorities going forward. I am Nicolas, Bornozis, President of Capital Link, and as an introduction, Heidmar is a one-stop maritime service provider listed on NASDAQ since February 2025 under the ticker symbol HMR. The company offers a wide range of services focusing primarily on four key areas: commercial management, technical management for ships, corporate management, and project management with deal sourcing, ship acquisition, and finance. The company recently announced a feeder container investment into which it plans to invite third-party investors. Heidmar offers investors the opportunity to get exposure to the maritime sector through an asset-light model. So before we begin our discussion, I would like to remind everyone of the usual disclaimer. It is described on the opening slide, but just to repeat that this is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not investment advice. It is not an offer to buy or sell securities. And as an additional disclosure, we have the privilege to work with Heidmar on investor relations. And now I will open the discussion asking Pankaj the first question. So here is the first question, Pankaj. This quarter was impacted by several non-cash charges, most of which were related to the disposal of a subsidiary acquired through the MGO merger in Q1 2025. Is it correct to say that going forward, Heidmar is now free of legacy issues from this merger and that the performance will fully reflect the results of your core businesses?
Short answer is yes. When we did the merger with the reverse merger with MGO, we inherited a US flagpole business, which was a loss-making business. So in Q2, we did a strategic review of the business to see whether it made sense to keep it. It didn't make sense. So we sold that business. And as a result of that, we incurred several non-cash losses with regards to the loss on the sale of the business, and also a loss with regards to the impairment of goodwill. But all of that is now behind us. So, going forward, the results will reflect the continuing operations.
So when I look at your second quarter revenues, these increased compared to the same quarter of last year. What factors drove this growth?
Yeah, so this is where, as you said, that the business is unfolding in terms of the various measures we have taken and the growth initiatives that have been in the pipeline. We had announced previously a PSV contract for the ACE supplier. So the vessel actually started the contract, so that got reflected in the revenue. And it's still not the full quarter's reflection because the ship started the contract in April. Now, of course, in Q3, we will take delivery of the container vessel, and that should also cause the increase in revenue as well. And then as I announced a little earlier, we have signed up several vessels on commercial management that will also lead to an improvement on the revenues. So I think overall, there are all these initiatives that have been in the pipeline are now unfolding and reflecting on the top line and bottom line.
So Pankaj, let me ask you, one of the key developments this quarter was the launch of your project development business with the acquisition of the container vessel Obelix. Now, why is this a strategically important step for Heidmar?
Well, it's to walk the talk, to show the fact that we can actually execute, because a lot of people out there say they can do X, Y, Z, but you actually have to, show people that you can actually execute. So we've been talking about executing acquisitions for a while, but now we have actually gone ahead. We identified a sector that was attractive. We identified a vessel which was very attractive. We executed the acquisition of that asset, and we have now gone ahead and executed the financing of that asset as well. Next month, in the next 3-4 weeks, we'll be taking delivery of the asset as well. So it actually shows to the industry and to the investors out there that Heidmar can execute and can bring to bear all of the various factors that we talk about. I mean, we sourced the asset, we were able to do the sale and purchase, we did the financing, we are able to do the technical management as well. So, it shows the abilities of Heidmar, not just me saying it, but actually executing it.
Thank you, Pankaj. Now, another major development, as we highlighted in the first half of this year, has been the platform supply vessel, the PSV. Can you elaborate on this?
Yeah, so this is a niche market. It's not a very wide market like commercial vessels or tankers, bulkers, or containers. And so to be able to enter this market is quite difficult, higher barriers to entry. So we were able to play a role on the commercial side with this vessel. It gives us a little foothold, and maybe we are able to develop this then more than just a one-off. So this is a very important entry into a trade which has high barriers to entry.
Thank you. Another topic that I'd like to touch upon is you recently announced a 20 million B. Riley facility. Can you explain how this works and the benefits it can provide to Heidmar?
Yeah, firstly, I want to be clear that this is not a registration of the existing shareholder shares. It's not my shares or the other shareholder shares which are being sold. We have been very clear that we want to grow the company. We want to acquire assets. We want to acquire other companies with services, grow my technical management, and get scale on that side of the business. So to do that, we also need cash. So we put a facility in place with B. Riley that allows us to raise equity capital at the right time, at the right price. This is not something you can do on the whim. So we have put let's say, the pieces in place to be able to execute when we think the time is right and for the right accretive deal.
So to recap, this facility does not involve the selling of any of the insider shares. If and when exercised, it will provide fresh capital to the company, new capital.
Correct. Exactly correct.
So now, as we move into the second half of 2025, what are the most compelling opportunities that you see, whether in vessel acquisitions, new service mandates, or partnerships?
I think overall the business is poised for growth in most of those things that you've mentioned. We obviously have to digest the acquisition of the A-Oblix, the container vessel that we did. Under the right circumstances, maybe we can execute one more investment. In terms of commercial management, we are seeing quite some interest. We have recently taken over in the last couple of months 8 vessels, 3 VLCCs, 1 Suezmax, an LR1 new building, and 1 MR and 2 smaller tankers. So I think that side of the business can still grow. That's the core bit of the business. There is the dry bulk aspect of the business that we are looking at, potential growth over there through acquisitions. And then, of course, the technical management business that can also grow through acquisition. So I think there are opportunities in all aspects that we have described. It's a question of what to prioritize and what we can execute over the course of the next 4 or 5 months that are left in the year.
So Heidmar appeals to both ship owners and investors. If I can focus for a moment on the investor side, shipping is known for its volatility. So how does Heidmar's one-stop platform turn that volatility into an opportunity, presenting investors a different investment alternative compared to the traditional shipping companies listed today?
Well, so in terms of the tanker market, for example, the volatility in tanker freight rates is almost instantly reflected in our earnings. So we get compensated with a flat fee for management of the vessel plus a percentage of gross revenues generated. So the instant vessels start to earn more money, the market starts to go up, we are able to basically reflect that in our earnings. So in a way, we are a direct reflection of the market. So if an investor wants to play an increase in freight rates, that reflects on our earnings instantly. So It's one way to, let's say, participate in the tanker freight rate increase by participating in the Heidmar stock. The other aspect, of course, is that we are in growth mode, and as we grow the various aspects of the business, the investors will see the Heidmar value. I can't say so much about how the stock reacts, but the Heidmar value will grow with the investments in that business. So I think it's a great way for an investor to participate in our growth, at the same time to be able to participate in the market volatility that exists.
Thank you. Now we're coming to the end of our discussion. If I can have a concluding remark from you, what would you like to leave to investors, to potential investors following your story after the second quarter? What is the key message you would like them to walk away with?
Well, we have been building the blocks of Heidmar's story over the last 5 years. I mean, the company has been around for 40 years, but since I took over the company and got involved, and I've been running the company, we've put various blocks in place. And in the last 4, 5, 6 months, a lot of stuff has come together that has poised us to take advantage of what we are seeing in the market. There are a lot of opportunities in the market. We can provide the services and grow with the investors and with other shipowners. So I think it's a great way for investors to get into the market, to take advantage of the volatility in the market, at the same time be part of something that is building out a unique service platform in the industry.
Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you very much for being with us today. We had the opportunity to discuss with Mr. Pankaj Khanna, the CEO of Heidmar. And I'd like to thank everybody who joined us today. Please note that this webinar will soon be made available for access on demand on Capital Link's website at www.capitallinkwebinars.com, and of course on Capital Link's YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks, Nicolas.